again, if you are just joining us, or you're getting back from your halftime break, we are here at Luann Field in Edon, Ohio. Bombers are hosting the Aces. We're at halftime, and at halftime, it's Edon leading Hicksville 36-21 the score. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you with us. Appreciate you joining us for this live feed of the Bombers game. Chris Warner running the iPad Pro camera tonight. And our football coverage being underwritten by the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Kind of a raw night, definitely football weather. Little rainy, actually some pretty heavy rains earlier today. We're right here by the, we're on the visitors' sideline, and they have a scaffold that is set up that the Aces coaches are using. And it's got a trap door, so when the trap door falls, that's that slamming sound that you hear. We don't want you to worry that we're in any danger or anything weird like that is going on. But when we first got here, it's a little bit on the drizzly side, but that has dried up, and we haven't had much in the way of precipitation since about right around the end of the first quarter is when it pretty much ended. But we have had to put up with a pretty stiff breeze that probably makes it feel about 20 degrees colder than it actually is. We've got a pretty constant wind, and it's blowing across the field right into our faces. So as you are looking at your screen, watching this live stream, the wind is blowing from the
that we had a heat wave come through about 70 degrees
from the other side of the field right towards us. So it's like a crosswind. So both teams, as they move left to right or right to left on your screen up and down the field, are dealing with kind of a crosswind.
Good.
Back deep for the Bombers.
And really, the crosswind has not affected the Edon passing game at all. It's been very effective here tonight. Their quarterback, Drew Gallahue, excuse me, has had a pretty good night. Had a couple of turnovers, but the Aces weren't able to capitalize on either one. And as we get ready to get the third quarter underway, the Aces will be kicking off to Edon to start the second half. As the wind we were mentioning blows the football off the tee. And we'll reset and try it again. This time, kick is made, scooped up, and swarmed under almost immediately, back at around the 30-yard line.
The Bombers. Brought down by Isaac Ridgeway, the Aces. Bombers will start first and 10 from the 31-yard line.
So Bombers on their own 31-yard line will have the ball first and 10. Gallahue. Quick pass, caught. Turns the corner. Close to the 40-yard line. move the camera since Chris is too busy playing with his jacket again, I guess, or fidgeting around or something. Second and 4 for the Bombers. Again, a quick release, caught. It's going to be another first down as out to about midfield.
His pass finds Nestor to midfield. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be a hold.
Flag on the play, and that's going to be a hold against Edon, so that'll back him up. So instead of moving the chains, they're going to go in the other direction. With a 2nd and 7. Gallahue looking downfield, throws, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. Dye the intended receiver, and Gallahue threw a little bit behind him. Again, quick release, dropped. Right into the hands of Ethan Steinke. Steinke got popped just as soon as he made contact with the ball and can't hang on to it. And that'll bring up 4th and 7. As Boston Hoopman giving him a little love tap to get him to drop the ball. Started thinking about running upfield before he had it under control, and it hits the turf and Cole wisely falls right on top of it. So no return, but the Aces retain possession, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Offense, go bingo! Offense, go bingo! Offense, go bingo! Let's go!
There you go. There he goes. Workman off to the races and into the end zone. Touchdown, Aces. So Workman takes it into his own hands, and for the 3rd time tonight goes 50-plus yards into the end zone. With the score, it's now 36-27. Bombers still with the lead. But the Aces lower the deficit a little bit. They're going to attempt to kick the extra point, it looks like. Ball's down, kick is up, looking good, and it is. So the extra point is good, and that makes it 36-28. Bombers still in the lead. said, but the Aces close the gap. And they'll get ready to kick it off to Edon. 10:07 left to go in our third quarter. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us. Glad that we are able to be here, bringing you the live stream.
For us to kick off for the Aces.
As between the restrictions on crowd size and social distancing, limiting the number of people able to attend football games, and just the maybe less than desirable weather we've got tonight. Really glad to be able to bring you live coverage of the action. There's the kick, and it's scooped up. They get him down right around the 30-yard line.
28-yard line for the Bombers, where they'll start 1st and 10.
We'll see where they officially mark it. 27-yard line is where they're going to say he officially was stopped. High snap, Gallagher hangs onto it himself, starts heading forward, and
Gallagher with the keeper.
a good carry on first down
36-yard line.
up to about the 36-yard line to make it 2nd and about 2, maybe 2nd and 1.
Bring up 2nd and 2 for the Bombers.
Gallagher is going to hold on to himself again. This time they're going to bottle him up, bring him down. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Gallagher with the keeper.
And nope, they're going to give him enough. They're going to give him. I thought they'd stopped him, but shows what I know. Got enough forward progress to move the chains. 1st down, Edon. Gallagher caught, and a flag on the play. That was Keys making the catch. Dawson Keys is getting up a little bit gimpy, and the Bombers get the hold.
Bring up 1st and 18 for the Bombers.
So that'll make it 1st and 18 for Edon. Clock running, 9 minutes to go in our third quarter. Gallagher gets the snap, quick release, caught, slants across the middle, nice move, gets across midfield to the 40-yard line, along the sideline. I don't know if they're going to get him. And he gets into the end zone.
Hayden Dye takes the pass
Hayden
all the way to
Dye.
the end zone for the Bombers.
The 1st and 18, Dye takes it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Edon. The score comes with 8:35 to go in our third quarter, and that makes it a 42-28 game with the Bombers in the lead. There's the snap, drop back, caught, and he heads into the end zone. Let's see if they stop him. I think they did. There you go.
Waiting on the call here.
So there's still no official indication from the officials. And they're going to finally say no good on the attempt. So the score will remain Edon 42 and the Aces 28. So the Aces will get ready to get the ball back, go back on offense here. Gallagher's going to tee up the ball. See if we can persuade Chris to start running the camera again.
Workman back deep for the Aces.
Huge short kick. That's going to roll out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
Kick rolls out of bounds.
And they're going to make a move back and kick it again. Looks like that was the indication I think Coach Smith was making. .35 to go. So waiting to see what they're going to do here. Right now they have the ball marked 1st and 10 Hicksville at the 40-yard line. So I guess that's what they're going to do then. They'll start from the 40. Bergman gets the handoff from Turnbull. Bergman still on his feet. A flag is thrown as Bergman is spun around. He gets down to the 45-yard line of the Bombers. But again, a flag in the backfield and going to be holding against the Aces. So that one's coming back. Stops the clock with 8:25 to go in the third quarter. Almost 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. They'll put the ball at the 31-yard line. Make it 1st and about 19. So a 9-yard loss on the penalty. Turnbull hands the ball off. Brody Balzer across the 40-yard line to about the 43. That'll make it 2nd and about 8, maybe 7. 2nd and 7.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Aces.
Score! 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 Aces score! 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 Aces score! Score!
Turnbull in trouble. Turned around and nobody was there. Turnbull's going to try to get back and he dives forward near the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 10 or 11 yards.
They die on the stop.
I don't know if that was a missed assignment and somebody who was supposed to be behind him to get the ball wasn't there.
Bring up 3rd and 11 for the Aces.
But that'll make it 3rd down and 11 for Hicksville. So far for this offensive series, they haven't really been able to get much going at all. Turnbull, hard count, nobody jumps. Turnbull holds onto it himself. Turnbull, 1st down yardage and more. Turnbull out near the 40-yard line. And a flag on the play.
The Bombers, we got a flag. It's going to be holding on the Aces.
There'll be another hold on the Aces. And they're going to mark that at the 40-yard line, which should move the ball back to the 30 to make it third and about 20 yards to go. So a couple of holding calls have moved the Aces back to a 3rd and 20.
Get it together and go team go. Get it together and hustle.
Now
Get it
Bergman
together and go team go.
working out of the
Get it
shotgun.
together and hustle.
Turnbull, the man in motion. And more whistles and another flag. And that'll be a false start.
Call on the Aces.
The Aces will get backed up 5 more. 3rd and 25 coming up.
Bring up third log for the Aces.
So the Aces for the 3rd and 25. Wortman manages to get the yardage they need. Cole Wortman down near the 30-yard line, out of bounds. First down, Hicksville. They're going to mark him officially at the 26-yard line.
Gain on the play will give the Aces a first down.
Clock will stop with 6:22 to go in the 3rd quarter, but first down for the Aces. Bergman, stiff arm, goes around the corner, and a flag is thrown near the end of the play.
Flag on the play.
A little bit of
Be
the
a holding on the Aces.
wet stuff starts to come down again. Another hold called against the Aces. So we'll see where it winds up when all is said and done. It'll remain first down. So with the hold, it's going to be 1st and 7.
Offense! We got the ball and run the ball. Hey, offense!
So 10 yards from the spot of the foul still gives the Aces a gain of about 3 yards. So 1st and 7. Wortman gets a carry again. And that'll move the chains.
Does move the chains
Down
for
to the
Aces.
16-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 Edon. Bergman with a quarterback keeper, and they're going to drop him in the backfield.
Brought down in the backfield by Henry for the Bombers. Also 2 on the board to bring up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 after Bergman loses a couple on the play. Bergman puts Turnbull in motion. Throws it, and a flag is thrown. Ball is incomplete. We'll see what the flag is. And it's going to be a false start. Evidently, somebody started moving before Turnbull got himself set. So, got back about 5 yards. make it 2nd and 17 for the Aces. Bergman in trouble, and he's going to get knocked. Yeah, they're going to take him out for another loss
That's the hammer for
from the
the
30-yard line, the far side of the field. That'll be a loss of about, well, we'll see what they mark it. 30-yard line, it'll be about a 7-yard loss. They're going to say the 28. So that'll make it 3rd and 22. So here we go, 3rd and long for the Aces. Workman, put back beside Bergman. Bergman, ball in the air, and overthrows the receiver. Turnbull is the intended receiver, not able to get a hold of it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And long. Or is there a flag?
It's going to bring up 4th down.
I said I didn't see one. Sometimes I get confused with a little piece of plastic they put down to mark where the ball goes. .342 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bergman's going to get what he can, but it's not going to be nearly enough, and the Aces will turn it over on downs.
Bergman thinks the must play a couple of yards. The internal run downs. Bombers will take over 1st and 10.
So Bombers will get the ball back on, turning it over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Edon at their own 27-yard line. With 3:35 to go in our 3rd quarter. Gallahue hangs on to the ball, straight ahead.
Henley Dye with the carry for the Bombers.
I take that back, he handed it off to Dye.
Brought down by
Dye will pick up about 5 yards.
bring up 2nd and 5.
Moves it out to the 32-yard line. Bombers leading 42-28. And they've got the football here in the 3rd quarter. Another handoff, not much there.
Dye with the carry again. Held up the line by Bergman for the Aces. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
One more time.
Gain on the play, 3rd and 5. Gallahue.
Gallahue with the keeper.
Quarterback. Not much there.
Everybody on win! Everybody on go play win!
Pick up over about a yard. Make it
Everybody on go! Everybody on fight! Everybody on win! Everybody on go play win! Everybody on go fight win! Go fight win! Go fight win!
Gallahue ready to punt. Gets the ball, puts his foot into it, and right into the wind. The wind stops it up there. And the Bombers get it back.
Gallahue's punt.
It was a high punt. Well, we'll see what the officials say.
Clear.
Yep.
Bombers recover.
It was a high
The
punt.
45-yard line.
It came down
Tyler Ferris on the recovery for the Bombers.
right around the 45-yard line. And Wortman was there. He didn't see it right away. It hit, it bounced, and then it went off his back and then onto the ground where the Bombers fell on it. So Wortman inadvertently touched the ball, and that results in the turnover back to the Bombers with 1:30 to go in our third quarter. Gallahue dropping back. Gallahue running. Gallahue makes a pass, it's caught, shakes a tackle, and knock him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line on the far side of the ground.
Forced out of bounds by the Aces, but it moves the chains for a Bomber first down.
So another Bomber first down. So get the ball down to they'll mark it at the 28-yard line with 1:19 to go. Gallahue gets the ball caught, hit immediately.
Gallahue hits Dawson Keys.
Keys makes the catch, but he gets taken down almost immediately. Still pick up of about 5.
8 of 5 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now for the Bombers. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Gallahue taking his time, snap, drops back, looks downfield. Gallahue being chased now, manages to get it away, finds an open man, ball is caught.
Gallahue finds Kate Nestor for the Bombers.
And that'll be another first down for
Another Bomber first down.
So the little drizzly rain comes back. And as we get ready to close out the third quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 Bombers from the 16-yard line. They don't need to
Clock will run out of the third quarter.
call a play here.
Score number 3, the Bombers 42. The Aces 28.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So we played 3. And at 3 quarters, our score is the Bombers 42 and the Hicksville Aces 28. 12 minutes of football to go.
Get into it, go.
As the wind has really started to pick up here. And we'll take some time here to say another big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. I want to thank them so very much for their continued support. They are with us underwriting all of our Aces Sports broadcasts for the 2020-21 school year. We appreciate that so very much, especially when we're on the road like we are tonight, because their underwriting support really makes it possible for us to be able to go on the road as we are doing tonight. We really appreciate it. We hope that you will let them know too. You see Jim or somebody like Karen, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate being able to watch Aces football, because they're the ones that make it happen. Remember, whenever you see Aces sports action on Hicksville Community Television, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. We still have 12 minutes of football to play here from Glenfield and Edon. We'll see if Chris Warner can make it. He's having a hard time.
3. Well, I'm doing a lot better now.
So here we go. 42-28, Bombers with the lead and the football. 1st and 10 from the Aces 16-yard line. Drew Gallahue. All alone in the backfield. Gets the snap. Looking downfield. Puts the ball up. And caught. And
Nestor. Stopped at the 4-yard line.
and they'll get him out of bounds at the 4-yard line to make it 1st and goal for the Bombers. So Edon knocking on the door again. Long count. is on Eden's side. Quick handoff, diving forward.
Headley Dye with the carry up the middle, finds the end zone for a Bomber touchdown.
That'll be a touchdown. I think they said that was hammered with the carry.
Yeah, let's
So with the score, Bombers go up by 20, 48 to 28. Throw, and that's good. Caught in the corner of the end zone. 2-point conversion succeeds.
All in by
And
Hayden
now
Dye
the
for the
Bombers
Bombers.
lead by 22.
With 11:21 remaining in the game, the Bombers 50.
11:21 left in the game. And the Aces find themselves in a 22-point hole, down 3 scores here. They'll get ready to get the ball back, but they got a lot of hard work ahead of them if they want to try to get back into this game. So the Aces huddling up. At the far end of the field. You ready to get the football back? The winds really start to howl here.
Kickoff for the Bombers. Bergman.
Bombers getting ready to kick off again. Bergman back deep. But it's not going to get anywhere near him. And the Aces are going to just fall on it rather than take the chance of losing another kickoff. They turned it over a couple of times, or just short of a few minutes ago.
From the 37.
They had another time that they turned it over on a kickoff earlier in the game. So ball at the 40-yard line where the Aces will set up shop, 1st and 10. Well, not at the 40, let's see, at about the 38, it looks like. Handoff, that's Turnbull. Turnbull turns the corner and goes out of bounds right around the 45-yard line.
First out of bounds by Hayden.
Stop the clock with 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game. Pick up by about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Aces. Bergman quarterback keeper now. Moving ahead. They got it up. Needed yardage, and that'll move the chains. 1st down, Hicksville.
I'd like to thank our chain gang for all their efforts tonight.
Bergman puts Turnbull in motion. Hands it off to Workman. Workman across midfield to about the 49-yard line.
Cassius Hallberg in there on the stop of the Bombers.
Now, actually, they're going to put him down right at midfield. So ball right on the 50, where it'll be 2nd and about 8.
Go wide! Plays to pick up 77 for the Aces.
Bergman handoff. Again, Workman battling forward. He's going to get
carry again for the Aces.
going to about a yard of moving the chains.
Pulled down by Jaden Craven for the Bombers. It'll be
3rd and
2
1 now for the Aces. Bergman caught and out of bounds.
Bergman finds Turnbull for the Aces.
Turnbull goes out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Hicksville. Going out of bounds will stop the clock. 9:37 to go in the game.
1st and 10 from the 37-yard line.
Bergman. Quick release and drop.
Bergman's
Those
pass.
balls are over on the far
By Ethan
side.
Stanky for the Bombers. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
We'll bring up 2nd down for the Aces. Incompletion stops the clock. 9:31 to go. Again, Bombers leading 50-28 here in the 4th quarter. Off to Workman. Workman working his way through traffic. He'll get down to about the 30-yard line before they take him to the turf.
Workman hauls it out to the 30-yard line for the Aces.
That'll bring up
Stopped by a few Bombers on that
3rd
play.
down at about 3.
It's going to bring out 3rd and long 2 for the Aces.
Nothing doing that time.
Stopped in the backfield by
Workman
Joe
gets stopped in the
Powell.
backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down. Aces, I'm going to assume, probably in 4-down territory here.
Bring up 4th and 7 for the Aces.
But with the Workman loss, it's 4th and about 7 now for the Aces. Long throw.
There you go.
Turnbull makes the catch.
Pass called in by Turnbull for the Aces touchdown.
And that's a touchdown for the Aces. What a throw and what a catch by Landon Turnbull. As the Aces stay alive, and that makes it 50-34. Score comes with 8:12 to go in the contest. Hicksville lining up to go for 2. Hand off.
There you go.
And in he goes. 2-point conversion succeeds. That'll make it 50-36.
8-12 to play. The Bombers 50.
And cuts the Bomber lead to 14. 8:12 to go in this contest. And the Aces are not going to go quietly. Down 3 scores, they've got 1 back. Now it's only a 14-point lead. And we'll see what Hicksville wants to do coming up on this kickoff. Here we go. Aces lining up. We'll see what they're going to do on the kick here.
Rest kick off for the Aces.
quiver. And Aces say they got it. We'll see. Bombers say they have it. It did go 10 yards.
The Aces.
So the officials are consulting to determine who's going to get the ball here. Bombers are clapping, so I'm going to guess that they're going to have the ball. It'd be right around midfield. So there's still a conference going on between the officials out there. Looks like there is a flag on the field by the one official's feet. They're picking that up.
Illegal touching is called by the Aces.
And they're saying that the Aces touched the ball before it went 10 yards. So that's illegal touching. So the Bombers will keep possession. Officials are still talking about this. So they have a conference, and we get to sit out here and freeze our you-know-whats off for a little bit longer. They try to figure out what's going on. There we go. Put the ball down. It looks to be inside the 45-yard line.
Go wide!
I'm school today. Also, I heard next week is in the school.
Yep. This was a day off for the Aces from school because of parent-teacher conferences. And yeah, you're right. Halloween Spirit Week coming up next week. And in motion for the Bombers, Gallagher dropping back. Gallagher looking downfield. Now he's going to hang on to himself. Gallagher sprinting. Heads towards the sideline. Quarterback keeper, and he'll pick up a little over 10 yards and move the chains. Second and 10. Gun ball at the Aces 33-yard line. 7:37. And as much as the Bombers throw the ball, we may be here for quite a while to get the rest of this time off the clock. It stops at an incomplete pass. That was caught. And still on his feet. And the ball comes loose. And we'll see what happens. The Aces say they got it. And the officials. So 7:25 to go, and the Aces get the ball back at their own 26-yard line. So the Aces back on offense.
There it is.
And a flag thrown.
Ball start on the play.
And another false start against the Aces. That's their fourth one tonight, I think.
First and 15.
Losing back 5 more. First and 15 now for Hicksville. Looking to throw, launches it, getting caught up by the wall, and it's picked off. Picked off.
Picked off by
Steinke.
There's a flag on the play.
Heads back in the other direction. Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be against Hicksville.
Personal foul.
That's going to be a personal foul, a face mask. So they tack that on to the end of the return after the interception. And that's going to, I think, give
the 12-yard line, where the Bombers will have it first and 10.
Down to the 12-yard line. I thought they might even have a first and goal inside the 10. But it'll be first and 10 on the 12-yard line for Edon. With 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game. Galliou rockets it. Falls forward. Keith with the catch. Down to the 1-yard line. Which might even give them... So that'll give them a first and goal from the 1-yard line. 7 minutes and the clock rolling. Quick handoff.
Henley Dye stopped in the backfield.
And Dice is going to get stopped.
Down by railing for the Aces. Going to bring up second and goal for the Bombers.
So second and goal coming up for Edon. Galliou. Second and goal. High snap, quick handoff, powering forward, and he goes. Touchdown, Edon. That'll make it 56-36, back to a 20-point lead for the Bombers. 58 to go in the game. So just past the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Bombers will come out, and some of the Hicksville faithful now starting to pack up and head towards the exit. We will stay here till the end of the game, though, don't worry. They're going to try to kick the extra point. That's not even close. Nope. Galliou's PAT is kind of an ugly-looking kick. Not sure whether we had it on camera for you or not.
Yeah.
All right. Chris is dancing around to the Edon fight song. 5:58 to go. The extra point, the extra point kick fails. So the score remains 56-36. Bombers up by 10. Or 20, excuse me. So a little under 6 minutes still to go. That, as we said, with the passing game utilized by the Bombers, it could take us a while. We may be here for a bit. The passing takes good. Bergman. Bergman moving his way upfield, trying for the sideline. And Bergman near the 40. First and 10, Hicksville, 38-yard line. So first and 10, Hicksville from their own 38-yard line, down by 20. And a false start will back them up 5 more. So that'll make it first and 15 for the Aces. And in motion, Bergman hands it off. Workman gets the carry. He'll get back some of the yardage lost on the penalty, but it'll still be second and about 12. Bergman with the quarterback keeper. He's going to get wrapped up right around the 40-yard line. That'll bring up third down and about 7 as we go under 5 minutes to play in the game.
Going to be 37.
So the Aces with a 3rd and 7. Workman hands it to Workman. Workman trying to find a hole. He's not able to. 4th and 8. Hand off to Turnbull. Turnbull turns the corner. Turnbull finds a hole. Turnbull, first down yardage. Turnbull all the way down to the 30-yard line of the Bombers.
Down by Dawson Keys for the Bombers.
So a good run from Landon Turnbull gets the Aces a first down.
Ball carries it out to the 30-yard line for the Aces.
Takes
First
the
down.
ball down to the 30-yard line. First down, Hicksville. 3:55 to go in the game. Clock starts rolling again as soon as the chain gang gets the markers in place. Bergman, quarterback keeper, straight ahead. Jackson finds one hole, bounces off a defender, still on his feet, heading towards the goal line, and he gets down near the 10-yard line.
Bergman with the carry for the Aces. Forced out of bounds.
Bergman will pick up about 20 yards on the carry, and that'll be another first down for the Aces. .329 to go.
First and goal for the
And it'll be first and goal, Hicksville from the 10-yard line. Bergman launches it off the hands of Turnbull and incomplete. Second and goal coming up.
Pass intended for Turnbull, falls incomplete.
Clock stops on the incomplete pass with 3:22 to go in the game.
Make it second and goal for the Aces.
And handoff. That's Workman powering straight ahead.
Workman on the carry for the Aces up the middle, brought down by Cassius Haller for the Bombers. 8-4 in the play is going to bring up.
They're going to give him 4 yards on the carry to make it 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Clock rolling under 3 minutes now in the game. Bergman hands it off to Workman again, and he runs right into a wall.
Workman on the carry for the Aces.
Might have got a yard. Let's see if they give him any forward progress at all. And they're going to say
Bring up 4th and goal for the Aces.
1 yard, and it'll bring up 4th and goal from the 5-yard line now for Hicksville.
Let's go, White!
Aces, Aces, what do you say? Beat that team, go all the way. Aces, Aces, what do you say? Beat that team, go all
Bergman
the way. Aces,
throwing
Aces,
in.
what do you say?
Nothing there.
Bergman's pass ball's incomplete.
Bergman was in some trouble and launched it on a prayer. Nobody able to call that one in.
Bombers will take over.
And so the Bombers will take over on downs. It'll be Edon's ball, 1st and 10, deep in their end of the field from their own 5-yard line, with 1:52 left in the contest. Figure Edon might try to get themselves a little bit of some breathing room here and try to keep it on the ground.
Henley Dye on the carry for the Bombers.
Dye, the ball carrier.
Struck down by Grootman for the Aces.
No real gain on the play.
1 on the play is going to bring up 2nd down.
That'll be 2nd and 9 as they get the ball out to the 6-yard line. Clock is rolling. That was the main thing, though. They wanted to get that clock rolling, and they're going to probably keep it on the ground to burn off these last 75 seconds. Letting the play clock get down. High snap. Gallagher's going to keep it himself, and he'll just slide down.
Gallagher slides to the ground for the Bombers.
So Gallagher took the play clock all the way down to about 2 seconds.
1 or 2 on the play.
Snapped the ball. They'll do the same
3rd down for
here.
the Bombers.
There's about a 6-7 second differential between the play clock and the game clock. So they're going to have to run one more play. We'll see if they're just going to take a knee, and they do. And that'll do it. The last 15 seconds will tick off, and this one will be over. We'll count it down here as we're down to the last 5 seconds or so. And time expires, and that's it. This one's over. Your final score, it's the Bombers of Edon defeating the Hicksville Aces 56-36. The final score.
Travels home. Bombers will head to Paulding
So,
next week, next Friday.
We'll double check.
Paulding.
We've been told that this is in all likelihood going to be the last game for the Aces football team, but we will double check and make sure. And when we do our next live stream update next week on Wednesday, we will give you the very latest information. We want to say a big thank you to the Edon Athletic Department for allowing us the space up here in the stands. Pleasure to come here. Wish we would have had a better outcome for you, but still, we want to thank them so very much for their hospitality in providing us the locale be able to do our live stream coverage. Thanks also to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio for underwriting our football coverage. And thanks to all of you for logging on, joining us on our Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. Hope you enjoyed our live stream coverage. That's going to wrap it up. We're going to be back with you with our next live stream. That'll be next week on Tuesday. It will be, I believe, district volleyball action from North Central High School up in Pioneer, with the Lady Aces taking on the Lady Cadets of Hilltop. We'll have that, I believe they're playing in the 7:30 game. So our live stream will get underway a little before that from North Central High School. So with that, we're going to wrap it up and head on out of here. We're cold and we're ready to get in out of this wind. One more time, your final score tonight, it's the Edon Bombers defeating the Hicksville Aces 56-36, the final score. For Chris Warner running the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sports.